In this video today, I'm going to be breaking down 3 trades that I took on GU last week. Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Gislen. For those of you who are new here, on this channel here, we share trading tips and ideas, for you to be able to push your trading career forward. So I've been doing this for a little over 2 years. So I'm not like a professional trader that you can, take me too seriously. I just come on here. This is my vlog. I post my videos here and people, I help people in one way or the other. So if you find any value in this content, please consider subscribing because it goes a very long way in supporting this channel. I'm a new YouTuber, so I just basically document everything that I do and I drop them here for you to, check it out. If I'm doing something you feel like I can improve on, I'd really appreciate your advice. If you find anything useful, you can as well, tell me down in the comment section below what video you want me to do next. So let me just get to it. 3 trades, 3 setups. So this is basically what I saw in the market. So for those of you who do not know, I trade price action and I also trade IC. I also trade with some small money concepts and liquidity concepts and all of that. So what I basically saw here is this. Let me replay the market so you can see the market exactly the way I saw it before calling this trade. And for those of you who are new, I have a public Telegram channel where I post all of my setups. So basically, I share my setups with my private members. Then I post some of my setups in my public groups. So if you're in my public group, you probably know this setup because I shared it there. So let me play the market right now, and you guys can see exactly what I saw before taking the trade. So I'll pause the market right here. You can see that when this market pulled down all the way here, it took out this low, changing character to the downside. You all know very well my videos. I'm not going to go too detailed here. You can watch my other videos on market structure. So this right here is what I saw. So when this setup appeared, I was on the 5-minute time frame, and this is what I saw. So on the 5-minute time frame, I saw that this low here was quite significant because I was too zoomed in on the 5-minute time frame. If you watched my last video, I explained this particular setup on the last video before this one. Okay, I was explaining why I took this trade and the mistake that I made. So here's the mistake that I made. I was on the 5-minute time frame here. So technically, I was too zoomed in. So when I saw this low here, I thought this was the recent swing low, which it wasn't. This appeared to be the recent swing low, and this low should have been taken out before me calling any trade here. Fortunately for me, that happened because this market kind of wicked out of this level. So it's not really the best, but so when I went back on the 15 minutes, I now saw that that low that I was considering a swing low really wasn't. This was a swing low here. So market had not quite swept it the way I would want it to, but either ways, I'd already called the trade, and this is how I did it. So when I identified this as my change of character on the 5-minute, I came back on the 15-minute since we were on an uptrend here. You can agree with me that this is an uptrend because we have the market here moving in highs and lows. So when this market changed character to the downside, therefore momentum is about to change side from bullish to bearish. So I came here to identify my order blocks. I have basically 3 rules for my order blocks. First of all, I like my order blocks to be I like my first candle, like the first candle before the big push, which is candle A. I'll just call it candle A. All right. Call this candle A. This is candle A. Let me reduce the size of that, guys. All right. You're gonna be patient with me here. Let me take my time and explain this to you. If you want to understand my setup, you should watch this video patiently. All right. This is candle A right here. This black candle you see here before the big push, right? That's candle A. So right now, I'm going to come right here and I'll do for candle B. And this is candle B. This big bearish candle you see here is candle B. Candle, right? This is candle B, and this is candle C. This third candle you see here. I call this, candle C. All right. So now we have candle A, this one, candle B, this one, and the candle C, this last candle here, this third candle, this one. My text, my writing is really bad. Candle C. So now, this is how I look for perfect order blocks. All right. When I say perfect order blocks, not like they work 100% of the time, but I'm simply saying that they work majority of the times. So let's go. Let's go. So right now, my order block conditions are fulfilled. What are the rules? Let me put it here on the screen again for you. No, I don't need to. Let me just say it. All right. If you understand English, you should understand what I'm saying. So my order block rule is my candle A should be smaller. Candle B should engulf candle A, meaning if candle A is smaller, therefore candle B should be bigger. So what happens is when candle B is bigger than candle A, like well engulfed like this, you see that it leaves behind this space. When I say this space, I mean this space from here to here. Let me cover the space with this box. So those of you who do not know, I'll tell you what the space is, why the space comes out here, and how you can use this space to optimize your order blocks. All right. So this space is often referred to as fair value gap, or you can call it imbalance, however you want to call it. This is just your choice. All right. So this space that I just highlighted on this particular screen here, on this particular price chart here, is referred to as imbalance. Let me show you again. All right, you have candle A's low. The low of candle A is this wick here, right? That's the low of candle A. Then this is the high of candle C. So when they don't touch each other, they leave this gap on this massive candle here. It's referred to as imbalance, meaning it is inefficient. Price has not filled it yet. Okay, let me show you an example of an efficient area where price has filled yet. Which example can we take? Which example can we take? It's everywhere. So let's just take this one. Let's just take this one here. You can see here we have this candle, right? We have, let's take, damn, which one should we take? Let's just look at this area here. Okay, let's look at this one. Let's look at this one. So I think this would be a perfect example. Follow this arrow. You can see this candle here, right? You see this candle. Let's assume this is candle A, this is candle B, and this is candle C here. You can see that the high of candle A and the low of candle C touched each other. So there's no gap there. But here we have candle A and candle C not touching each other. Their lows and their highs are way too spacious. There's a huge gap here. That is fair value gap. And that is what this FVG stands for. Fair value gap. So when we see that gap, we do what? We highlight that gap and we make use of it. So what price often does is when price leaves behind this fair value gap, most of the time, the price will come back to fill that gap because that is. Okay, guys, as I was saying before that interruption, something happened with my connection. So what I said was when I have this order block, this gap right here, this fair value gap, and I'll look at my order block, then I highlight my order block here on the 15 minutes time frame. So basically, I'm an intraday trader, all right? I don't hold positions too long. I get in my trades and I get out. So this, I refer to this as my order block. So it is a valid order block. These are the rules and confluences for a valid order block. First of all, my order block must be engulfed by the second candle, okay? Once it is engulfed, I look for that space. Is there a fair value gap there? That's the second key element you have to put in place. So if there is a fair value gap, thirdly, is it efficient or inefficient? Meaning, if that fair value gap has not been tapped before, you can see here's a virgin order block. It's a virgin fair value gap. Nothing has entered there, no wick. If any wick has entered there, forget about it. So if it is clean, it has not been filled, then okay, it is valid. So before looking for all of this order block, fair value gap, and efficiency and all of that, you should make sure that you're on the right side of the market. Like if the market is bullish, you should be buying. If it's bearish, you should be selling, unless the market has changed character, like it almost did here. Watch my previous video, you understand more why I actually am not proud of this setup, though it worked out. Okay, so this is exactly what I did. Basically, if you know me very well, I like trading fast, meaning I'm not a fan of holding trades for like 1 to 50,000 R. I always take 1 to 3 R, which is the most realistic way that I can possibly trade, because when you start trading holding trades too long, you find yourself getting stopped out, maybe a break even, or you start taking partial profits, and that's basically all about your trading, partials and stuff, and that's it for you. So this is exactly how I took this trade. Let me look at that. These coordinates. Okay, I think this is exactly what I shared in the group. Perfect. So right now, this is how the market played out. So you can see here, the market entered inside this fair value gap and immediately tagged us inside this trade. We were running blue. All right. Then afterwards, my phone was blue. Then I suddenly saw the market red on me. This is where the market was like red on me for like close to 45 minutes. If I'm not mistaken, it's like 30 minutes. Another like 45 minutes straight, we were in drawdown on this trade. So I was like, okay, I should have maybe deleted this setup because I later on realized that I told you guys my change of character should have happened all the way here, not here. So when I saw this, when I already passed out this signal, I didn't want to go back and be like, now you guys go to this. I say, let it be what it is. And I went to the group and I wrote there, let this trade run. So if it's a losing trade, we take the loss. If it's a winning trade, we take the win. Keep that trade open. And that's exactly what my team and I did. So we let this trade run. It ran for a while. Then this happened. CP hit. Oh, I think I kind of took this position all the way down. No, my TP was around here because we got hit here. The market quickly reversed, but I think I closed that around here, somewhere up, somewhere around here. That's why I closed out. Probably I've used different parameters here. I didn't even check my phone for that. But I think I'll look for the screenshots in my group and I'll send them to you. I'll paste them on this video so you guys can see. So this trade, that's how this trade turned out. It was a good trade, fair trade, not like a really good trade, a fair trade. Then if I play the market further, I'll explain the next setup, which was a losing setup. And this is exactly how that happened. So you can see the market breaking structures here to the upside. Okay, like I was trying to explain something in the other video there, trying to show you what a fair value gap really is and what to confluences that you should put together in order to identify a good order block. So this is an example here that I was looking for. We have candle A here, we have candle B, and we have candle C. So you can see the high of candle A and the low of candle C have clashed and closed out anything that's here. So this area here is sufficient. You don't need to take any other block here because there's a break of structure, it's impulse and all of that. Forget it. The market will just rally down and ignore that area. All right. So you just need to stay away from trades like that. So right now, this is exactly what I was looking for in this market. When I saw this, all right, I was looking for a break of structure to the upside or to the downside. So that's exactly what I wanted. So here we have a low and we have a high. So I needed the market to break either ways. And that's exactly what the market did. The market broke the structure to the upside right here. We have a break of structure now to the upside. All right. And this is, I think I've played the market too much. Let me just take it back here. So this is what I saw, guys. I saw this break of structure, right? Okay. Like I explained on the other setup, I said your candle A should be engulfed by the next candle. Then the high or the low of your candle should not touch the high or the low of the third candle, candle C. They should have, this space should exist. This space should coexist inside this price leg. So that's exactly what was here. So we had the space, we have our order block, and we have a break of structure to the upside. So this is clearly my OB. Then where's my fair value gap? This fair value gap, the most important, is the first thing I check before checking for any other block. This is the first thing I look out for. Fair value gap, very, very important. So this is how the losing trade came about. I came here and I placed a buy limit just in the open of this key level. Then I had my stop loss just below this wick right here. Something like this. Then I was aiming for this imbalance here. You can also look, you can see this fair value gap up here. You know, I just like aiming for fair value gaps, really, not highs, because other traders do aim for highs. They aim for like from this to this high, from this to this high, and all of that. Yeah, but for me, I just feel like fair value gaps are really, really the main reason why these markets move the way they move, not really other blocks. So other blocks is just an entry model, but you know, the reason for the trade is this fair value gap. So I'm going to do a complete course on this particular concept, you know, fair value gaps, how to use them, order blocks, how to use them, entry models, setups, all of these things. I'm going to complete them all and I'm going to make them a course. So I put it out there. people can do. I've been doing this thing here for free on TikTok, on YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram. So if you are finding any value in this, I think you're going to need the course, because that way I can go detailed. I can explain things step by step. Because here on YouTube, I just dump random videos. I just get up today and like, maybe I should share this setup. Maybe I should do this. So that's really what I do. But if you want to know exactly how I do this shit, I'm going to do a course, not anytime soon. So maybe a few months or maybe a year from now. But for now, I keep it everything 100%. So this is what I saw. And this is exactly how I took this trade. For my subscribers, I'm sorry about my voice today. It's not the best. I was sick, really sick. So my voice, my vocals, I lost my voice. Okay, here I can't even talk. If you watch the other videos, you can see, you listen, you see how audible I am. I'm really audible when speaking, so my voice is, I lost my voice. Okay, this is what happened. We got spiked out of this trade. Immediately we got tagged in. That was so frustrating. Look at this. The market swept inside this order block here. Then what did it do? Immediately rallied up like 1 to 2.5 hours, something like that. Let me look at this. How long was this? 2.2 hour. That was crazy. That was close to our TP. Like, if I was live on this trade running profits, I would have taken partials and broken even. But that didn't, the market didn't give me that chance, because it just, well, spiked us out and immediately went up. So I don't know. At this point, I thought maybe my stops were too tight, or maybe it just wasn't a winning trade, which is perfectly fine. Okay, you cannot win every trade in forex. So here I remember targeting this imbalance here as well. So that was something I forgot to mention when I was taking this trade, but I was trying to explain this. I remember targeting this imbalance, this fair value gap here. So when I'm trading I trade from fair value gap to fair value gap. So I was here, I entered here, and I exited here. And that's exactly what I was planning to do here. But the market stopped me out. And you see, the market almost got there, but eventually the market will. So, well, it is what it is. That was a losing trade. You got to keep the head up, look for the same setups, and you find yourself, taking winning trades that will swallow up your losing trades. So you don't have to, like, beat yourself for taking a losing trade. Losing trades is something that every trader must have. So you can see here, this is our fair value gap. Market has rallied up, filled it, and everything. So the market has to fill it one way or the other. So yeah, keep playing price. Then I'll show you what I recently saw. The most recent setup that I saw. So, oh, and also I think I've missed something here. You can see here, guys, that we have some kind of a change of character here. I think I didn't take this one. I'm just seeing this one now. We had a change of character here. Change of, my mouse. We had a change of character here. I'm really clumsy. Drawing line straight is something that I've been suffering from. So we have a change of character here, right? Then we have another block here. This is another block. Then we have another other block all the way up here, this one. But really, these other blocks are both efficient. You see this one here was filled. The market failed to take out these lows here. So if I was on this trade here, I would have taken partials here, and maybe this trade would have stopped me out at break even. I'm just giving like my assumptions. Then here, really, this wouldn't have been a high probability trade for me, because you see that the market didn't really produce enough momentum to take out structure. So the market got kind of reluctant here, built liquidity. So I'm thinking that if this market sweeps this liquidity like this, all right, if you can sweep this liquidity, then maybe this market can, rally up, enter here and drop. So let's see what happens. You see, the market just dropped immediately from this other block that we drew here. So if I was trading this live, I would have been tagged here and I would have gotten out here. That's the realest thing to do. Every trade I would have done that, because every trade would have been stopped out on this move, unless you have high taste of risk and holding your positions is kind of your thing. You'll be good, because this was a really big move to the downside. And you can see that. Why do we take this trade here? This, my friend, is our imbalance. Just what I was explaining the other time. The other setup there. This is our space. We have it. This here is also the space. We have it. So it's very simple. If you're not making money trading, I will do a course for you. Okay, I'll drop this course and the prices will be very, very low. If you grab this course immediately and drop them, you have free access to every new content that I put out on that course or anything added to it. So you have to pick this thing, all right? Learn exactly what you're seeing. Then maybe if you have some other ideas, you can twist it up the way you want. Because I learned what I learned from the professionals, from ICT, then I squeezed in and I read the market. I studied the market myself, and I've been practicing this straight up. So if you find anything I do here quite valuable, I told you, buying courses is not the only way to success. Watch my videos, subscribe, follow me on TikTok, IG, whatever. So yeah, this is it. You can call it a day here. I'm recording this video really late. That's why I cannot also put my voice really up. But I hope you have like a headphone or something to listen to my voice. Okay, guys, I think I've spotted another trading opportunity here. If you're looking at this thing with me, you should have seen this right here, right? This change of character. Change of character. If you don't understand structure or why I mark this low as change of character, watch my previous videos. Don't come and comment down below and say, why did you mark this low and not this one? Go and watch the previous video now. You see exactly why. I don't just come on here and make random videos as if I don't know what I'm doing, okay? Before me making this video, I know I've taught something that is going to, affiliate or, relate to this video. So this is another block. I shouldn't tell you why. Really. I don't want to make this thing too long. This is my favorite gap. Okay. This is my favorite gap, and this is my change of character right here. So what do I want? I want the market to enter here and drop. That's what I think the market will do. It's not like I know that the market will do that. I'm just expecting the market to enter there and drop. It might not. It might. So you just, stick with what happens and what doesn't. Okay. I think we were kind of too excited here. We took this too long. Remember, we're taking 1:3. 1:3 should be here for sharing live. 1:3. That would have been exactly what I would have shared in the group. So you saw what I wanted to show you guys. You've seen it. Order block, favorite gap, change of character, impulse, can the A, can the B, can the C, all of these things. It's not too much. It's very simple, it's very easy. These people should not confuse you with all of this stuff. Go on the 1 hour on the daily. No. I work with a 15 minutes. I look at structure in the 15 minutes. I wait for a break of structure, change of character. I take my trades based on the 15 minutes. All right? Forget about any other time frame. Look for one time frame, stick to it. If you're kind of a busy person, look for the 4 hour, 1 hour, daily, whatever. I'm a free guy. So I do this every day. 15 minutes is just it for me. I've been sick recently, so don't really blame my voice. So I'll just call it a day here. Thank you guys so much for sticking around to the end. If you found anything valuable in this video, please do comment down below. Tell me exactly what you learned. And if you'd like to learn more, click the links down below in the description. You can join my free Telegram group and as well as a paid Telegram group. So for the benefits, I think you should message me there and I'll tell you. Peace.